Hello and welcome to Blackstone Solicitors. Imagine this. You've trained for 4 years. Early mornings, late nights, missed birthdays, missed weddings. You've hit the qualifying standard. You're ranked in the top 3. Your coach is confident. The trials go well. Then the team list is announced, and your name isn't on it. For the majority of athletes, that moment feels like the floor has disappeared beneath them. Selection for the Olympic Games isn't just about talent. It's about timing, politics, discretion, and sometimes controversy. Just ask athletes like sprinter Dwayne Chambers, who missed the Beijing 2008 Olympics after a lifetime ban for doping was applied. Or swimmer Sharon Davies, who has spoken publicly about selection policies and fairness throughout her career. Selection disputes are not new. But when it happens to you, it feels deeply personal. So what can you actually do if you believe you've been unfairly left out? So, first, just take a breath. Emotional reactions are, honestly, completely natural, but Olympic selection is governed by detailed criteria published by national governing bodies. In the UK, that could be UK Athletics, British Swimming, or the British Olympic Association. These organisations must actually follow their own published policies. If they don't, well, that can open the door to a legal challenge. Selection decisions usually involve a bit of discretion. That means, even if you've hit a qualifying time or ranking, selectors might consider things like consistency, injury history, relay strategy, or even medal potential. The key legal question isn't simply was this unfair, but rather, was this decision made in accordance with the published policy, and was it rational? A well-known example internationally involved runner Oscar Pistorius, who fought a legal battle to compete at the Olympics, challenging the rules that excluded him. While that case concerned eligibility rather than team selection, it shows how sporting decisions can and do end up before arbitration panels and courts. In most British selection disputes, the first step is an internal appeal. Governing bodies are required to have an appeal mechanism. The time limits are brutally short, sometimes just a few days. Miss that window and you may lose your chance entirely. If the internal appeal fails, matters can escalate to independent arbitration, often under sport resolutions in the UK. The court will not simply substitute its own opinion for that of selectors. Instead, it looks at whether the process was lawful, fair, and in line with the rules. Timing is everything. Olympic cycles move quickly. Legal teams often have to prepare challenges within 48 hours. Evidence must be gathered, policies scrutinized, and selection meeting notes examined in detail. A successful challenge might result in a reconsideration of the decision, and in rare cases, direct selection. But let's be realistic. Not every disappointment amounts to a legal wrong. Elite sport is full of fine margins. Being 4th instead of 3rd is heartbreaking, but it is not necessarily unlawful. The strongest cases usually involve procedural errors, bias, failure to apply criteria properly, or decisions that simply do not match the published standards. At Blackstone Solicitors, we advise athletes to prepare long before disputes arise. Understand the selection policy at the start of the season. Keep written records. Clarify criteria with your governing body. And, if you sense something is going wrong, seek advice early. Because when that team list is published, there is very little time to act. Selection disputes sit at the crossroads of law, sport, and emotion. They affect reputations, sponsorships, and careers that may only have one Olympic window. Getting the right advice quickly can make the difference between watching the games from your sofa and walking into the stadium wearing Team GB kit. If you're facing a selection dispute, or you simply want to understand your rights as an elite athlete, our sports law team at Blackstone Solicitors is here to help. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, do like, share and subscribe for more insights into the legal side of sport.